Greetings, YouTube, friends, family, and survivors. Now we get a little bit of a break and a little sunshine, and then go back into some rainy weather. But we have some new arrivals here. So these birds are 2 years old. And these are 18 months old. And everybody on this side is going to get canner training, except the rooster. He's the nicest rooster I've ever seen. We'll keep him. And then these laying hens, there's some inside, are going to be our layers for next spring. And Carol wants me to switch gears. It's like somebody's having a war over there. About 3 miles that way. Just been automatic weapons fire, and I'm hoping tannerite. But anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, my wife wants me to order some Wyandottes. And they're good pullets, and they're pretty good layers. Just they average about, I think, 5 eggs a week rather than 6 like the roadies do. So the reason for that is, from what we've found out, the Rhode Island Reds have had the nesting instincts bred out of them. They're great layers, but they won't set on an egg. So our plan is to make a chicken factory out of this, like they used to 100 years ago. Chickens used to set on eggs and hatch the eggs, and so you could get chicken to eat and eggs to eat. So the Wyandottes are supposed to be broody. And so we're set up to have layers on one side, and then on this side, a smaller area for chickens that like to sit on eggs. And so we're going to order Wyandottes just for that reason. So then we can rotate out some of the chickens that we hatch out here for laying hens and some for pullets. So we got a new feeder there for this side, and a $3 tarp to keep the rain off the ramp, because what was happening is the rain was falling down and hitting the ramp and splashing up on the doors, and the doors were swelling up and not working, and they open from a pulley system at the other end. So I'll take you inside and show you the changes in there. So you remember this room. It's so funny. They've been afraid to go outside. I bring 6 new hens over, and they're separated pens, and they're afraid to go out there. Chickens. The rooster's hiding in here too. Well, they'll get used to each other. So originally, this side, the whole thing, was going to be for meat birds. We were just going to get 30 birds, raise them 6 weeks, butcher them all out at the same time. And one of the reasons why we don't want to do that is keeping the chicks warm when you're off grid is easier said than done. We could do it in the house by the wood stove, but we have a cat. So if we let it happen the way God originally intended it to, and that's for a mother hen to set on the eggs. So, and then just be producing chicken all year long as they can set on an egg and hatch it out. So we've decided to leave this side for storage over here. There's a grain in the bucket there that I use for scratch, and the straw in here, and shavings. And the nesting boxes get the straw, and then the shavings go on the floor. I had this old screen door. One nice thing about having a sawmill is you just go up to the woodshed and grab some lumber. So these were nice dry boards, so when I put them together I knew they'd stay tight. Kind of a mixture here of fir and pine and some cedar. So, let's see, I've already got a... Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. You're fine. Already got an egg, so that's happy. Just screwed a couple of dresser drawers on the wall because we didn't know when the birds were coming. So we just kind of grabbed what we had because we found out the day before. And so this made it really easy having a old screen door that the screen had got kicked out of. So Dad brought me up some chicken wire and made quick, or even had some hinges on it. It's been down under my deck for 15 years. I think we made it out of redwood because it wasn't rotten, not even warped. So that was nice. Went together painlessly. Made a little roof to block the rain from falling down on the feeder there. The feeder's inside when it's raining, but sometimes you get caught in the rain. Like today, you set it out in the morning because it looks like a nice day, but by afternoon it's raining, which is looking like what it's going to happen today. I was going to show you on these pole beans, these Kentucky Wonders. I pulled all the plant root wads out and I'm letting these dry, and I'll use those. I'll pull a bunch of them here and dry them inside. Nice big seeds. These guys are ready. Seeds, I mean beans. We'll replant those next year. I just couldn't eat that many beans. There's just no way. That length of fence there, what is that? 30 feet anyway. And 64 quarts of beans, and then gave 3 grocery bags. They're about 5 gallons. It looked like probably about 4 gallon, these new grocery bags, paper bags. Gave 3 of those away, stuffed to the gills, and still canned 64 quarts. So that's more beans than I need. I'm only going to do 10 feet next year because you just can't eat that many. See, my wife brought in some plants from her shop. Keep them out of the cold. It's 73 degrees in here. Well, I'll bet we're full or close to it. Yep, 100%. That's a happy thing. I just forced it into equalize. And equalized a little bit yesterday, so I think I've got enough sun for a couple more hours of equalization this afternoon. I just watered the batteries a couple days ago, and I like to equalize every 45 to 60 days, and that seems to be about right for my needs. Well, that chrysanthemum is just amazing, isn't it? I think we're going to take those roses and transplant them up to the garden because the deer just wipe them out, and just grow chrysanthemums. Mums, we'll call them mums. Kind of the last bit of good weather. It feels pretty warm today. It feels like it might even be 60 degrees. So I've got the front door open and still have the wood stove going. It's been running for a month now. Every day runs 24 hours a day. It won't let that go out until, well, sometimes June 1st, usually about mid-May. So folks, have a very blessed day. Remember, get out and vote. Vote your conscience. Have a great day.